morning. It is Saturday, November 11th, one day after I completed my through hike of the Appalachian Trail. I'm here at the motel in Lenox near Pittsfield, Massachusetts, waiting for my shuttle to come and pick me up and take me to the bus station this morning. But I didn't have time to record anymore last night when I thought I would. When I got done hiking the trail, what happened was it was a little chilly out there, and I went back down to the trees to try and get out of the wind and stay warm. There was a guy that was in Bascom Lodge, and I motioned to him, and he opened a window, and I asked him if I could come in and stay warm. He said, "No, we're closed. We're moving out." He wouldn't let me go in. He said, "But there's a shelter, the Thunderbolt shelter at the end of the parking lot. You can go down there." So I did. I went down there and waited, and then got a text from my shuttle driver, from Walter Shuttle, that said, "The road is closed at Jones Nose parking lot." What? How am I supposed to get out of here? He was trying to figure it out, and he said that the get around is like 3 hours, and he had to go pick up a grandson. So he wasn't in a position to really help me a lot at the time. But he said, I said, "Well, can I do a road walk or something to come and meet you?" And and he looked at it, and we figured out. And he said, "I'll go do my other thing, and you get down to the parking lot, and I'll come back and get you to Pittsfield." Excuse me. And he sort of gave me directions. There was another couple that was hiking there, and they pulled up a map and sort of showed me where it was as well. So I grabbed my pack and I started jogging on the road with my pack. Downhill. It was all downhill, fortunately, but still jogging with a 30, 35 pound pack. Not a lot of fun. Not good on the knees either, but the weather was nice. So I was jogging down the road, and there was a van that came up past me. And I said, "Where'd they come from?" And then they came back down the road. And they'd picked up two other guys that I'd met on the trail. They were up there. And I flagged them down, and they stopped. And I said, "Can you guys give me a ride to the Jones Nose parking lot?" I said, "Yeah, come on in, hop in." So I did. And I'd already probably jogged about, 2.5, 3 miles down the road. It was a 5-mile road down to Jones Nose parking. So that took some time. I got down there, and there was a shuttle driver there whose name was Walter, but it wasn't the Walter shuttle that I was connected with. But this guy had just come. He was supposed to haul those two other hikers down to the parking lot where they had their vehicles, but he couldn't get through either because the gate was closed. But he was waiting for them just to make sure that they got out okay. And so I asked him, I said, "You going to Pittsfield?" He said, "Yeah." I said, "Well, let me get a hold of my other shuttle driver and tell him I don't need him anymore." And so I rode with Walter with Berkshire Travels. And he brought me into the motel where I'm at, the Howard Johnson Motel here in Lenox, last night. And I was here early enough, fortunately, that there's a laundromat like 2 blocks away. So I went to the laundromat, saw some pictures from last night. So I went to the laundromat, did my clothes. Burger King was next door. I had to wait till my clothes were done before I could actually go eat because I was wearing my rain skirt and a t-shirt. Not exactly apparel you want to go out and about town with. So went and had a Whopper meal at Burger King, and then came back to the motel and got my pack ready to go. It's in the blue bag there, ready to rock and roll on the bus and the airplane today. Breakfast will be served in about 6 minutes, so I'm going to go down there. Walter, I just called him, and he said, "Yeah, don't rush. We got time to get you to the bus station." And he's got a car appointment, I think, at 8 o'clock. So that'll still get us there in plenty of time. Anyway, that's what happened yesterday. So I did some extra hiking, basically jogging with my pack, that I was not planning on after 2,200 miles of hiking. And here, my shuttle driver can't get up to me at Mount Greylock. They evidently closed it down the 1st of November or something. I don't know. I didn't read that anywhere, but so the door was locked, the gate was closed, but things worked out, so we got here. All right, we'll get some other pictures of probably the motel here, maybe breakfast, bus station, whatever. the day to go home. Today I go back to Minnesota, so it's a happy day. And I'll talk more about my feelings. I was going to record some feelings, but I'm still sort of figuring those out, sorting those out as well, about completing the trail and being done, going back home, all the stuff that waits for me when I get home. All right, as ever, stay green and keep growing. You never know what's going to happen. And problem solving is a huge thing on the trail. Up until the very end, still problem solving. So I'll have some to do today when I try and find the SL1 bus to take me from the Boston South Station to the Boston Logan Airport, because I don't know where that's at. So I've got to track that one down when I get there. All right, stay green, keep growing, folks. We'll check in later.